Hey, welcome to another episode of Getting Random with Z.Singleton. Today I have Khari, the owner,
Yes.
founder,
Yes.
baker
Yes.
of John John's Bakery.
Yes.
And it's sitting right in front of y'all. That cheesecake has been calling my name, but I know that I would just want the presentation to be there for y'all. But I'm all like, look at me glisten. That's what it's singing to me.
I mean, we can
privately.
just get a knife and cut it on the show. And while we talk, you can eat.
No, not today. I don't want people. Well, no, I guess people do kind of see how I eat when I do all those restaurant reviews and stuff, and it's not cute. So
okay, if it's not cute, then let's not do it.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. No sweat.
So what brought you to baking cheesecakes?
Okay, it's kind of a long story, but when I was at college, Florida A&M University, just so y'all know, best college on the planet, but that's not a story.
Florida University,
Florida
is the best
A&M University, FAMU, best college on the planet, just so y'all know. My roommate at the time was a chef, and he made cheesecakes. His business was called Cheesecake Delight, and he made cheesecakes. So he was like, "Yeah, you have to try cheesecake," and I was like, "I don't eat people's food that's white. If my grandmother or my mama didn't make it, I don't eat it. Sorry, y'all. That's how I am." But he made the best cheesecake I've ever tasted in my life. It was chocolate chip cheesecake. He actually made it in a bundt cake pan. And anybody who bakes knows that's not an easy task. So I asked him to help. Like, can I help you? He said, "Yeah, sure." And that was in 1993. 1994, he went to visit his family out of the country. And I asked him, I said, "Hey, can I use your recipe to make cheesecake?" Because I wanted to sell them on campus. And he was like, "Yeah, sure." I said, "No problem." So back then we had the African Marketplace every Friday.
Dorsey?
No. And Florida A&M.
Oh, in Florida.
Yeah,
oh, okay,
Florida.
Yeah, because that was Saturdays.
Yes. So every Friday on what they call the set, I'd go out, I'd have cherry, blueberry, and orange marmalade. Mandarin orange cheesecakes. Every Friday. And that's how I got started.
Okay.
And then life happened. Marriage, divorce, moved to California, lost my father, a lot of stuff happened. And then in 2006, I was like, if I'm going to struggle, I might as well struggle doing my own thing.
Right.
So while I had a job, I would make cheesecake, and I would take them to work. So what I would do is I would, on the bus, because I rode the MTA to work. So I got a IBM paper box, and I put these signs on the side that said "Cheesecake Pimp, $3." For real, that's what I put on there.
Oh, you was pimping cheesecakes.
I was pimping cheesecakes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I whip white. I'm sorry. That's what I did. So I'd get on the bus, and I would sell slices on the bus. And then whatever I had left at work, I'd sell it at work. I didn't have a name at that time. And for the people who know, the name I gave my bakery was Put Your Foot in the Bakery.
I like that name.
Right, but
someone already had it?
No, it doesn't translate well to other people. So people will really think I literally put my foot in it. You and I understand what "put your foot in it" means, right? Simple. But every culture doesn't understand that. So I had to change the name.
Oh, but baby, you're supposed to let them know. But we got a culture to let other people know. Just like we learn from other people, we gotta let them know. Man, ooh, they put their foot in that.
Right. So I didn't take me out of it, but I tried to find a word that resonated with me. And, people who know me know I like all the African things. So I looked for an African word that resonated with me. So I looked up, I'm randomly looking through names on the internet, trying to find a name. And I came with JaJa, which is JaJa. And it's the Igbo language, and it means God's gift.
That's beautiful.
Right? So I took that as these hands are God's gift.
Okay.
So we came up with JaJa Bakery. And that was in 2008 when I changed the name. Then again, life happened again. Marriage, a very serious divorce after. I was in culinary school at the time, and I was trying to make things work, trying to figure it out. And ever since 2019, I've been in like 5th gear with the bakery. Yeah, that's the short version. I don't have time for the long version because I can get into all the details of everything, but I'm living my best life right now.
That's what's up. Do you know how to make anything else?
I cook. Like, I can cook too. It's not just cheesecake, but this is what I really, really enjoy. So I'm doing the best I can to make this the foundation for what I want to do later on. Because there's other things I want to do. But this is the first step.
Okay. Well, I look forward to seeing what it's like coming up. What's coming up next for you in the game. But definitely, y'all see that cheesecake. And I usually ask at the end, but I'm gonna ask you to do it kind of in the right now.
Okay, what's that?
Where can they get a hold of you if they want some of this delicioso?
I'm on social media: Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, JaJa Bakery. That's JaJa Bakery, Bakery. And the phone number, just so y'all have the phone number, is 661-368-5117. That's where you get me and tell me and ask me whatever it is you need to do, and then we'll make it happen. I don't have a specific location, so I bring it to you delivered fresh, basically within 24, 48 hours, depending on what you need.
Nice. And y'all, it's dripping. Like the sugar is just nice.
I made glazed strawberries. And so, of course, the sugar on the strawberries is melting in the light of the podcast. Yes.
Which is quite all right.
Yes, it is.
So what I didn't say, and I apologize, this is Random Friday, y'all. So I just wanted him to spit a little of what his business is. And it looks so good. Had to put it out there so that you all could see it. So now we're going to get started with what it is.
Okay, let's do this.
So I'm going to shake it up.
Lord have mercy.
You hear that shake?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Because I just literally knocked my ear out trying to shake it and listen at the same time. But here we go. Can you put your hand in there? Look. I literally had somebody say, I can't fit my hands in here.
I mean,
it is not that hard. You 2 fingers, right? Two fingers. That's all it takes sometimes.
As my uncle would say, 2 fingers and a smile. There it is.
And what do we have?
Oh, Lord have mercy.
Here we go.
Things your elders told you that you didn't listen to, but now you get it. My father told me one time, right? I was going through my first divorce. And he was like, no matter what y'all go through, y'all got to be friends. Because you have a child. So fix your issues and be friends. Lord have mercy.
I think that's real. I think sometimes people feel like they have to stay in a relationship for things to work for the child.
Yes.
But the honesty part of it is that one thing with working with children for so long is that understand them babies see what you're doing, what's going on. They feel their energy.
Yes.
And even when you're apart,
they still feel it.
They still feel it because they can tell if you're friends. They can tell, and they're very careful what their words are. And then, and kids are honest. They're the most honest, innocent beings ever. And when they have to start, well, don't tell your daddy this. Don't tell your mama this. Like, it starts to bring a character that maybe wasn't supposed to be a part of their character. But that was your energy that you brought to that. And now this child feels like, oh, I can't say this or I can't be honest about this. Mm-hmm. And then y'all wonder why they start lying about things.
Yes.
But as a father?
As a father, yes. Father of 4 from 28 to 8, by the way. Yeah.
That's a big range. Yes.
So my daughter texts me and she's like, "Hey, talk to you." And I'm like, okay. And she told me that she's very unhappy and she's not sure what to do and she's, going through these things. So I was like, well, maybe it's because you're at your mom's house and you're not at my house, right? She was like, no, I felt this way when I lived with you. And, I'm hard, right? I gotta keep the face and all that. And I said, well, when did you feel this way? And I asked, why did you feel this way? And she said, because y'all got divorced.
That's a hard pill to swallow.
Right?
Yeah.
So, taking my father's words into consideration, no matter the fact that our marriage didn't work is at this point is irrelevant. What's relevant is we have a friendly, positive, healthy relationship for our children.
Co-parenting.
Yeah. Right?
Right.
And so far, so good.
Okay.
Right? Of course, everything's not going to be perfect.
Right.
When you get divorced. But it made me, think about like, okay, are me and her mom okay? Like, do I have to fix something or should I do something better? And we have stuff to work on. Yeah.
Okay.
But for y'all that's out here not working it out and have to co-parent, y'all got to be friends. So whatever problems y'all got, fix it.
Yeah. You got to take your egos out the way and realize
your children and your grandchildren will pay for it.
Yes.
Facts. 100%.
I do agree. Because I did sit in the cup. I've sat in a few meetings where it was not pretty. And being that I was an advocate for the child, it would frustrate me. So if it frustrates me as an adult, imagine with a 5-year-old, a 10-year-old.
It's killing them children.
Hard. And all they know is mommy and daddy.
Right.
And these are the two that love me and cherish me. So I completely, that's a rough one.
Yeah.
So I agree with you. You gotta work it out.
Yeah.
And I'm sure somewhere in their little heads, or not little heads, but in their minds, they are pretty much thinking, well, maybe they'll get back together. Or do I need to choose?
I can tell.
Oh.
But it's not that. It's not. No.
And you have that all on record.
Yeah, it's on record.
So,
it's on record.
Something for me that I definitely remember growing up is my mom telling me we were going through rough patch. I was a teenager, and she said, like, understand, once you turn 21, it's all over. And I think it's in how you look at it when she said that. Because I was like, just because time is just going to pass by real quick.
Real quick, yes.
And I was like, oh, whatever. Right. Man, this time has gone so fast. I said, whoa, to 21. And then I'm like, ooh, we here. We're here now.
We're here now.
Yeah, it's that was a reality check. Like, so the other night I was celebrating my birthday, and I was like, there was a young lady who just turned 21, and advice I have for her is live every bit of your dreams.
Yes,
like
100%.
21 will come, and then all of a sudden your life just seems like it just zooms past you. So every moment, embrace every moment, and just don't question when you have a passion. And that's all I could tell her, because it's real that you see so much time pass by and you're like, what did I do with it? Even though some of it, I'm like, oh, I know what I did with it.
Facts.
But it's the part of like, what did I not do for myself? Or did I do the wrong things for myself as far as my passions? What made me happy? What makes me happy? And I would have to say, yeah, there's so many more things that I'd rather have done than what I did. Go ahead.
Wow. Yeah, I've been passionate about a lot of things and didn't take it and run with it. Right. So these cheesecakes, I'm running with it.
Right. That's what I'm talking about. And it's not, and pretty much that's saying like it's not too late. So I did a podcast where we talked about being 40 and pivoting.
How about being 50 and pivoting? The hell?
Are you 50?
Baby, I'll be 52 next year.
Hey, give it to me. You passed a half century. That's what I'm talking about. Hey, and no, any age.
Any age.
Any age is a pivoting. Whatever you feel comes to your heart. It's not damaging.
Your dream is not over until you stop breathing.
This is true.
So if you're 70 and you have a dream, right, get it. What do you have to lose?
Nothing.
Nothing.
There's nothing you can lose.
So if you have to make an adjustment in what you're doing, because a lot of us are living just to live, just to survive, but we're not enjoying life.
Right.
Right?
Survival mode is never fun.
Survival mode is never fun. I find myself trying to turn off autopilot often, like every other month.
Yeah.
But if there's something you're passionate about, it could be food, owning a lawn business,
right?
Cleaning airplanes, I don't know, whatever, making candles, hosting, whatever. Just go for it.
Being on the strip pole, getting them dollars, clapping.
Whatever.
Yeah.
If that's what you want to do it.
Do it. I agree.
And don't let anybody get in your way.
Mm-hmm.
And you'll find out if you're doing it for the wrong reasons or not. It'll show.
There will always be blockage.
Always be blockage if you're doing it for the wrong reasons.
If you're doing it for the wrong reasons. Yes. I do agree with you. And thank you for saying it clearly that it's not 40, just 40. It's any age.
Not, it's any age.
I think that the reason why we're going for 40 is because, of course, a lot of us are in our 40s.
Yes.
And I think that's when we start to really hit that reality. It's something that changes in your mind and grips you.
I'm from LA, right?
Me too.
I know a lot of people say this is cliche or whatever, but I'm from the gangbang era. And
me, no.
If my mama didn't leave California, I wouldn't be having this conversation. Right? Mm-hmm. A lot of people that I know or that I was around didn't make it past 21. Right? Mm-hmm. I'm a strong African man with a spine, and as you can tell, a deep voice. Right? So just showing up, I put fear in people. Not because I've done anything, but because I'm being the authentic me. I made it to 51. Every day is a blessing. So I'm going to live my life to the fullest, no matter what. Because I know some people don't think I should be here right now. So whatever passion, whatever dream you have, just go for it. Especially our people. You've got to go for it, no matter what.
Right. Because
a lot of people are looking for you to fail.
This is true.
So live your best life every day. The only thing I was promised was what just passed, not the future.
Wow. That's deep. And that's the end of our show. No, I'm just joking. That's not the end of our show.
I guess I got more questions to answer.
Oh, yes, you do. Do you have anything else that's kind of stuck out from you?
That my elders taught me.
While you think about that, I got another one.
Okay.
Make the money. Don't let the money make you.
Yes. A high-value man has nothing to do with cash flow. A high-value man or high-value human being has to do with character, integrity, moral compass, those type of things.
Right.
Because I know a couple sucker MCs that are millionaires. So,
I don't even have a response to that. There's no response to that. Because there's, yeah.
So make your money, don't make your money make you.
Exactly, yeah.
It's not an elder, but a friend of mine told me, work your plan. Don't let your plan work you. So if you have a plan, stick to it, right? And focus on whatever the goal is. But don't be so focused on the things that come up in the planning. Because nothing's going to go exactly how you want it.
Right.
Did I plan on getting a divorce, starting my life over again from scratch? No. But, all right, so that's what's next. Does it stop my plan? My plan was still to have a bakery. All right. I had to veer off to get my mind right and get myself back in order. And now I'm back. Like, duh. I'm working the plan.
Right. And I mean, and I guess that's where it goes too with the whole don't let the money make you.
Yep.
It's that, and my grandmother told me that actually, And I think I was about 18 years old. And I started working at a group home with boys. Wasn't making anything at all when I look back at that day. But for somehow we made it work because we were working overtime and all that other stuff.
Right.
And it was school. And so I started to drop school to work to take care of myself, which also came into survival mode because it was like, I need to take care of me. Like I'm the one who's handling, I'm the adult now. And if I realized that I had just sacrificed and went on and finished school and everything else, a lot of things would have pivoted differently probably for me. However, I also still believe that everybody's journey and every step we've ever taken was already in the books. Yes, and necessary for us to get to where we actually need to be today. And I can say that if I didn't take those steps, I wouldn't be here today and sitting next to you having this conversation. Not saying that anything would have happened to me, but it would have been different.
Right.
I may have never even met you.
Right.
So I respect the process.
Yeah, the process, yes.
I do respect the process and how things go. And I do get the planning and how, yes, we may have like, okay, this is how I want it.
Right.
But we are not in control. We can always say we want this. And then we have to understand there's a higher power that's going to say, okay, yeah, this is it for you. Or, oh, no. I think you need to experience more of this first before you actually can get to what I have for you.
Yes.
I need to know that you're completely ready
to do it. Yes.
To handle it. Because I'll tell you right now, 17, 18-year-old Z would not be ready for anything. It would be a hot mess.com. So, it would have been horrible. So this right here, where I'm at now, I'm more grounded. I'm still learning because you should never stop growing, stop learning.
Nope.
Ever. But I am definitely a different person.
100%. I totally agree. Whew.
There's a lot of people who didn't want to know me back then. So not making me sound like I was just the worst thing on the planet, but I definitely know that there were a lot of things that need to be tweaked within me.
Yes.
And experienced before I could get to where.
Facts, 100%.
Where this conversation could happen.
Because if y'all knew me a long time ago, ugh.
You didn't like you?
At that time in my life, I really didn't like me because I didn't know who I was.
Let's talk about that. Getting to know who you are.
Yes.
Because like that is a process. That is an everlasting. That goes with the growing. Because I don't think even when you think you know yourself, you still don't know yourself.
Yeah.
Because I seriously surprise people, but guess what? While I'm surprising you, I'm surprising my own self. Look at this.
Yes.
There's a lot of thoughts I see in your head. And do not be afraid to share, because I know you are not the one to be afraid to share.
I am not afraid to share, but okay. So for me, as a person who's grown, I will always be the person who wants to help. I will go out of my way to help people. But what I didn't learn until literally 2013, 14 was you have to have firm boundaries. And I didn't have any. I literally didn't have any. I would kill myself to help somebody else. Literally. And until I figured that out and learned, like, you need boundaries, bro. Like, the hell are you doing? Like, why are you giving everything you have to someone who's not even saying thank you? Or who really cares? I'm a giver. So people come around me and they want to take because I give. Now I give punches if you don't give back.
So I got something to say to that. I know this is what you're saying, but I know that one thing that I learned is give because you're giving.
Yes.
Not because you want to receive.
Okay. On that one, a lesson I was told 30 years ago, but didn't learn it until recently. You are supposed to love and not demand love in return. If you're demanding something in return, you're not coming from a place of love.
It's not unconditional.
It's not unconditional. And love is unconditional. Love does not have conditions. if you believe in a higher power, the higher power has no conditions.
Right.
Even when you're a dope fiend, they still show love.
Right.
Even when you're an alcoholic or an abuser or all those things, you're still shown grace and love. So you have to give love without demanding love in return. So I'm still going to give to people, but I also have to understand I have to give within my limits.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I can't give you all of me and not give myself any of me.
Right.
Because if I love you, that means I love me more. Because I can't love you without loving myself.
You can't love with a half full.
With a half full cup.
Yeah,
right?
Not at all.
So I've learned to be very particular with the people I give to. I'm still me, but I don't just give it to everybody willy-nilly with no boundaries. I gotta have a boundary.
Right.
I have to have every human being has a limit.
Mm-hmm.
Your limit isn't the same as mine.
Right.
It might be shorter, it might be longer, it might be in the same place.
It may be in the same place.
Don't know, right?
Don't know.
But I've learned to have better boundaries. I'm still me. I'm still the same, kind, caring, loving person. Mm-hmm. But I have boundaries. And I used to be afraid to be like, no. My favorite word is no. I know no in different languages. Spanish, English, French, Italian. It's no. Literally, I say no in 4 languages. I love it.
So, no is not, I still struggle with no. I struggle with how to be assertive without being offensive towards people, because I think that I offend people. Or maybe it's not even that I offend them. I think the issue is that because I'm more of a yes person, or like I want to be helpful, it tends to go into more of like as I'm learning, yes. Like I said, and I agree with you with the boundaries. I think it shocks people.
Oh, 100%.
Because it's like, what? Or when I say something that is not of what they expect me to say, I shock them. And It's like, I don't mean nothing by it. I love you. I care for you. But here it goes with the elder. What was told to me one day is that, Z, you're going to do for everybody else. Everybody, you join what, you go to birthday parties, you do this, you do that, you bend backwards, you try to make it to everything. And you don't focus on you.
Facts.
Understand, it's going to come a point when all them people are going to be living their lives, living what they do, figuring out other stuff, moving here, doing that. And you're going to still be sitting in the same exact
spot.
Place.
Yep.
If that was the worst thing I wanted to hear, but guess what? It was true. It was very true. I had got friends who got kids, husbands, no longer this and that and that. And I'm like, but where's he at?
Right.
And you realize how that drains you, how much it makes you feel like, what's going on? Mm-hmm. And it takes you to places that you don't really want to be taken to.
Yes.
So I think it's really important. Yes, boundaries, knowing who you are, figuring out who you are, taking that time, be still. Like, really, honestly, it's okay to say, I'm going to take a break from y'all. And if they have a problem with it, are they your friends?
Right.
And I get it. Like, at the end of the day, like, everybody's going through something. They may need you. But again, if the cup is not full,
I can't give you nothing.
I can't give you nothing because I'm already at the bottom, sitting here trying to like gasp for air and trying to get some type of hydration in me. And 100%. I'm not telling nobody because, again, I'm a helper. Right. I just keep hitting you in the knee.
It's all right. It's all.
How tall are you?
6'6".
Yeah, see, I'm sitting next to a 6'6" man right now.
Right.
A tall drink of water. Anyway, but I think we have enough time to do just one more in the jar.
Okay.
Because I'm sure we can keep going on.
Let's get it.
You ready? Oh, you want to shake it? Oh, you going to shake it? Look at you taking control and everything.
Sometime. Uh-oh. Let's see what we got. Lord have mercy. back in the day, what would you bring back?
Ooh.
Going outside to play.
To the street lights come on.
Going outside to play.
Oh, you were still out in the street lights was all?
Oh, no. Just in general. Children do not go outside and play.
I used to like to go outside.
They sit in the house and no communication skills, no relationship skills, no teamwork.
Mm-hmm.
Go outside and play. Climb a tree, fall.
Right.
Get hurt, get up, keep going.
Lay on the concrete and look up at the sky.
Right.
And let people run up on you. Just playfully, not like trying to fight you or nothing. Playfully. But like just and have that moment of a scared effect.
Yes. What else would I bring back from back in the day? I know they don't do it anymore, but when I was in junior high school, we used to have talent shows.
We did too.
Right.
Junior high, high school, talent shows, yes.
We had this one group when I was in junior high school, Kingsbury Junior High, Memphis, Tennessee, they'll know. Right? Rodney Pete and the crew used to do Ready for the World and all troop and all that on stage. It was fun. Like we had talent shows, used to get out and do things. And now it's nothing. They don't do it anymore.
They don't. And that, like, those were inspirational. Like I really think about, I have this one, I was in Catholic school. It was 9th grade year. And I just remember this one female, she danced to It's a Man's World. And she was so amazing. Mm-hmm. Like, academics is very important, yes. But we have to understand that people have different talents.
Right.
And they need to be able to express that in any area that they may be in, from school to outside. I mean, I get it. Social media now puts it where you can do it and the world can see you and that you can be possibly
a star
and stuff. But it's something different when you actually do it in school and your peers see you and you have that support of your peers, because these are the people that you with for 2 years, 4 years.
Right.
And like, that's how you get your crew.
That's how you get your crew. Facts.
So, I'm trying to think, what is something that I wish I could bring back? I like tapes. I wish I could bring back tapes and like the Walkman.
Yes. If anybody knew me my freshman year at FAMU, I used to make my own slow jam mixtapes.
Hey.
Like literally on a cassette. And that's when you had to play the song on the radio.
And you had to push.
You had to play the tape. And then you have to pause, record, right? Mm-hmm. I made like 3 versions of this little slow jam mixtape. Bring those things back.
Yeah, we had it. Yeah, I was excited when I finally figured out how to actually use like a phone, the one that goes bling, bling, bling.
Yeah, rotary phone.
The day that I figured out how to use that phone, it was man, y'all don't even know. I was so excited. That's the day I knew Oz was smart.
Right.
Oz was beautiful.
Bring back house phones.
Well, yeah, I would like to separate a biller from personal, like where I really want to talk to somebody.
When you're in junior high school, elementary school, high school, and you get to have that conversation with the girl you're talking to on the phone, and the house phone is right there, and you sitting on the floor with your feet up, and y'all talking for hours at a time. Yes, your little sister being in the conversation is irritating, but you actually took time to communicate with the person. Like you actually knew people. Nowadays, it's text messaging and DMs.
Yeah, there was communication.
Like real communication.
Yeah.
Which is an issue now. People don't know how to communicate. But bring back that landline phone. Oh, man. Oh, man. And I could tell you the girls I was on the phone with.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, my goodness.
Okay.
My goodness. Yeah, we friends on Facebook too. She knows you.
Okay. Hey, girl. Hey. I would have to say, man, I just remember family time.
Yep. That too.
Like at the end of the day, you get out of school. Back then, people had maybe one job. And you had one person who owned a business and they did that job. And yet, but somehow, some way, you still had family time. We still were able to sit around the table and have dinner together.
Yes.
We didn't watch TV or none of that. We sat at that kitchen table and we ate together. We prayed together. And when we were done, we were done. But it gave me a chance to really talk about what's going on. Like, I get it. Kids still can do it. But it's like in the car while you're going to the next thing, while you're going to that thing.
Right.
And it's like, this is a chance for parents to take a breather, for the kids to take a breather. And just, let's forget about whatever's going on in the world, whatever. Let's just do dinner, 30 minutes together. And that's it. I definitely miss that because I even see myself sometimes. And I know at the end of the day, everybody's life was different. Everybody experienced different things. They probably did watch TV and eat and nobody talked to each other.
Right.
But I also believe in what you didn't have and what you can experience, make it happen. Don't short yourself. I had a conversation with somebody and they talked about how they didn't know that certain art could be so influential to their life. They didn't know because they weren't shown that because they grew up a certain way. And the only way they figured it out was because of their life experience. And I just say, sometimes we got to think outside ourselves.
Yes.
Even if we don't know and we see things, should we talk about people because they're different from us? No. Maybe we need to hear them.
Right.
And really see what they're, what they're doing. Because you never know. You may just be as good as that. Right. Or you never know if your talent is there. We're given many talents.
Many.
And we just don't tap into them.
Right.
And I'm bringing it back because I was so random, but it was a thought in my head.
Of course.
It was thought in my head. And so I think something else that we need to bring back. No, they still do field trips though, right?
Kind of. Not like they used to, but kind of.
Home ec.
No, they need to bring back home ec.
That's what I'm saying. They need to bring back home ec. I went off of field trips. Shop. They need to definitely bring back
home ec. Metal shop, auto. Yeah, they need to bring it back because these kids can't boil water.
I get it. I don't cook. I don't clean.
Right.
But let me show you how I go with this thing. I'm sorry, I had to get it out.
That's yes.
We I need people to know how to cook, survival skills, not even for somebody else, but for yourself. And honestly, because of the eating out, just the health choices we make, just make it. I'm not, and don't get me wrong, because
no, I eat out, but I cook.
I do cook too.
I cook.
Yes, I do.
My children have had Caribbean food. They've had Nigerian food. They've had Ghanaian food. Of course, pasta, Italian food. They eat Thai food. They've had Chinese food. They've had Japanese food. No, cooked in my house.
Right.
Not bought out.
Right.
Cook.
Well, I like the fact that you can even say that you are open to making other cultural meals.
Yes.
Because that says a lot about you and then what you're giving to your children as far as just an experience and allowing them to know this is what else is there.
There's a lot out there.
Yeah. Oh, there's a lot.
Right. So you don't have to experience hamburgers and fries or just pasta and meatloaf or, the staple.
Fried chicken.
Right. That we make. There's other things out there.
Yes. There are several things that are delicious and healthy and flavorful. Open up that palate.
And I get that from my parents because they took me to different places. Right? My father used to take me to Golden Dragon in Chinatown 40 years ago. It's still there today. Golden Dragon is still there.
Does it still taste the same?
Still tastes good. There's another Chinese place on Exposition. I think it's Kim Lee. Fast food place. We used to always go there. Right? My father's taking me to all different kinds of places. My mother's taking me all kinds of places to eat. Go explore. If you don't like it, don't eat it again.
Right.
It's that simple.
I agree.
But you have to experience something else outside the box.
I agree. Bring back 90s music.
Yes. People could actually sing and rap.
Well, you know what I realize when I just said that right now is that if we think back, I don't know for you, but for me, if I think back, it was always the thing from generations above us that said we need that 70s, 60s music.
Oh, no, I'm a hip hop fan. If anybody know me, I'm a hip hop fan. I probably listen to more new stuff than my son who's in college, right? But where's the creativity? Where's the skill? Where's the I did this, not the cookie cutter? Everyone does the same thing. Because right now, most people do the same thing. So where did you come up with this? Yes, you're talented. Now show me you. There should be more creative people out there than there are now. In the 90s, there was a zillion people that did their own thing. So be creative. In the 70s and 80s, people did their own thing. It wasn't, everyone didn't sound like Marvin Gaye. Everyone didn't sound like a specific group. Nowadays, everyone sounds the same.
Right. Do you think it's because like we are at a point where like that things are being created and it's come to the point of where things are already in place, and so it's like, is there anything really else to give?
There is always something else to give. There's always something else to give. But when you're after the money and not the art, it becomes cookie cutter.
Kind of like where it's like, okay, I know, like if I sit there and talk about the daily news or talk about what's happening in the world of entertainment and really everyday life, and I got ratchet with it, people will probably watch more.
It would sell.
Oh, I would have
100%.
viewers like crazy. And then if I was like, girl, like, you know, just I think it would, yeah.
If you discuss solutions, and not many people are going to discuss the solutions.
I mean, and I'm not really discussing even solutions, but like,
no, I mean just
something wholesome,
something that's well rounded, kind of whole. People don't want to hear that because it doesn't make the people who run these companies a lot of money. I mean, let's be real with it.
This is true, and I think too, people want, and what I see that people really geared towards going to like reality shows and everything is that it's opposite of their life. Like they're not going to go out and go fight or go yell or throw drinks in somebody's face and everything.
It's entertainment.
It's entertainment. So they're going to go for what's more entertaining to, especially if they feel like, oh, my life, so let me go into something that's not my reality for about 5 seconds, which is why it's called reality TV.
Yes.
Right? So I have another question for you.
Fire away. What you got?
What's your self-care?
My self-care?
Yes.
Music, martial arts, and cooking.
Oh, you like show enough up in here?
Yeah.
The Last Dragon?
Not really like that, but when it comes to, let's say I need to reboot, right? Depending on where my head is at, I'll play music.
Okay.
Depending on what I want to hear, or where I'm at, like I said. Yeah, it just depends on where my head is at, which kind of music I'll play. And I can play music for hours and like just give me time to reboot.
What would be like a song that you would say that would help you reboot?
That will help me reboot. Happy Feelings. Frankie Beverly and Maze.
Happy Feelings.
Oh yeah.
I'm not gonna hurt y'all ears today.
Again, I like different kind of music, so there's no like one thing I'll listen to. My favorite salsa song is Agua Nile by Willie Colon. It's incredible. La Revolucion by Jose Arroyo, excuse me.
I like opera music.
What else is there?
Symphony music. That's what helps me.
Like at work, for like the past 3 months, I've been playing slow jams like ridiculously. Like I'll put on Teddy Pendergrass and just let the playlist go. It's just, I want to chill out and relax. So that helps. Cooking is like therapy sometimes. You make something that's successful and it works, you feel better. It's like, okay, I did it.
Right.
And of course, there's the spiritual side of life. So as long as I stay connected spiritually, then yeah, we're good to go.
That's what's up. I just want you to one more time let the people know where they can find you, how they can call you.
Of course. Once again, my name is Khari Hairston L. I am the, as she said, founder, creator, cheesecake maker of JaJa Bakery, located in Southern California, for those who want to know where I'm at. Like I said before, I don't have a location, so I deliver. I hand deliver from Kern County all the way to San Diego. So from Bakersfield to San Diego, I hand deliver. The phone number again is 661-368-5117. And that is JaJa Bakery. I'm on TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook.
And do you go by Chef Khari?
Khari.
Just Khari?
Just Khari.
Oh, okay. It's just
it's, even though, yes, I am a chef, it still feels weird when someone calls me chef. I'm just Khari.
So what if they just called you like CK?
Okay.
Hey.
That works.
Okay. Well, thank you for joining me today.
Well, thank you for having me on here.
Oh.
Yeah.
I hope
it's a way to end the year. What are you talking about? This is phenomenal.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Well, I will be getting in touch with you because you never know. I would like to, if you would like to join me once again.
Come back whenever you want. No sweat.
Oh, I appreciate that so much, love. And y'all, thank you for joining us today. And you know what? If you like, subscribe, hit that little bell, ding, 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 ding. And also give me your feedback. You know, I really appreciate it. I will respond, possibly, if I can, if I see it, because sometimes I don't see it. And see you next time. Till then, stay random.